and my topic today is going to be food deserts. Imagine you get off of work and you're starving. You just want to make some dinner. You go to open the fridge and it's empty. You think about going to the store, but the closest one with nutritious foods such as fruits and vegetables is miles away. You could take the bus, but it's going to be over an hour ride each way. You think about the corner store, but it only has chips, soda, and canned goods. The situation is not only a hypothetical, but it is an everyday occurrence for many people living in something called a food desert. Today, I want to talk about food deserts, specifically how the existence of them highlights a deep connection between poverty and poor nutrition, indicating that effective solutions must tackle the underlying socioeconomic challenges at their root. We can't simply put a band-aid over this. To define food desert, I have it here as a food desert is defined as a geographical area where residents' access to affordable, healthy food options, especially fruits and vegetables, is restricted or non-existent due to the absence of grocery stores within convenient traveling distance. For instance, according to a report prepared by Congress by the Economic Research Service of U.S. Department of Agriculture, about 2.3 million people, 2.2% of all U.S. households, live more than 1 mile away from a supermarket and do not own a car. Along with not owning a car, public transportation is also extremely limited in these areas, leading to food desert communities often having fast food outlets or stores that sell processed packaged food with low nutritional value. That's because these types of food cost less to transport and preserve due to their processed nature. Oh, it's a simple fix, right? Easy problem, just stock the shelves with fresh produce and everything will be all right. Fortunately, it's not so easy, and solving poor nutrition demands systemic change. We have to start by understanding the scope of the problem. In the United States, millions of people in rural and low-income urban areas live in food deserts. Residents in these areas typically have full workdays of at least 8 hours, and many of them have families with children. Elements of the lives of these residents make getting nutritious food difficult. Single and working parents may find themselves going to fast food restaurant or heating up a microwavable meal due to the convenience and availability. It seems to be less of a food desert and more of a time desert. It highlights what is prioritized and how hard it is to put more time into preparing and gathering nutritious foods when you barely have time for yourself, your child, and time for your work. When people eat a diet of these highly processed foods, they're much more susceptible to diet-related illnesses such as obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. You can see on this map, it's a little blurry, but you can see in the darker areas, that's where there's more percentage of diabetes, and those are in the areas of food deserts, more rural, spaced out, low-income areas. So, why do food deserts form? How do they exist? And how do they keep persisting on? Due to the economics of food distribution, areas with low income typically spend less money at stores in their areas compared to a wealthier area. And then the food desert areas also have high crime rate. So it kind of makes this an unattractive place to put a business. Add that to the lack of public transportation in many underserved communities, and you can see how food deserts form and persist on. How can we fix or even help food deserts? We need a dual focus on immediate action and long-term action. Some short-term solutions may include a mobile market, urban and community gardens, food banks, and more farmers market that take SNAP government help as payment. These solutions are only band-aids to this massive issue, though. Poverty is a common thread running through the food desert crisis, and without addressing income inequality, housing instability, and inadequate education, these efforts will fall short. We need to attack the issue at the core. We need policies that raise the minimum wage, lower the prices of homes, and help provide education and job training to empower those communities economically, empower those people. This enables them to demand and sustain access to more nutritious food options. We need to get people the power that they deserve. But even if we make things more accessible, people will still be undereducated on how important their nutrition is. You can't teach a dog new tricks. That's why education plays a crucial role. Education is empowering. We need to start educating on this topic immediately, especially in schools in these areas. With this change, must also come accessibility to these ideas and ways to live a healthier life. We can't set them up for success and then give them nothing to be successful with. This is not up to the people directly affected, though. It's not up to them to solve. This is a collective issue because being provided access to nutritious food is a human right. And ultimately, addressing food deserts is about more than food. It's about equity, justice, and creating a society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. When we fight for solutions, we're not just fighting for better grocery options. We're fighting for better futures, healthier lives, and stronger communities. So, in conclusion, the existence of food deserts highlights a deep connection between poverty and poor nutrition, indicating that effective solutions must tackle the underlying socioeconomic challenges at their root. By tackling poverty at its core, we can start helping people live better, dignified, and equal lives regardless of their income or their zip code. Thank you so much for listening about food deserts, and I hope you have a great rest of the semester and day. Thank you.